roguelite in existence. We recover that at the start of the next turn. We drag cards from our hand to the play area to play them. Easy enough, right? So, to start, we have a couple of shoot cards. So these shoot 1 arrow. We deal the weapon damage, which is 4. Okay, and we have 3 of these. You can see here we have our arrows. So every shot that we take costs an arrow. And these cost 1 to play. We have 3 mana. So, shoot, shoot, a shoot. Fantastic. Now we can end our turn if we want. You can also see what's in your draw pile and what's in your discard pile. And we can also see what's in our draw pile on our defensive deck as well. So we will end turn. When do we get a deck builder without mana resource management? It's called Luck Be a Landlord, Fungi. You psychopath. Okay, on your turn, you can see the enemy's intent in the area above him. Fantastic. Unlike most card games, you want to actively choose when you want to use redraw. So it can only be used once per turn, and it will place all current hands from your main hand and offhand into the discard pile. Then you draw to fill both hands. So we choose when we redraw our cards. So I will redraw. So now we're in business, right? Now we're in business. So he is going to do 2 damage times 1 to me. Our take covers give us 2 stacks of cover, also known as block. So, yoink. And your boy has 2 cover, which means he cannot hit us. But, why would we even take cover when I can instead murder the training dummy? He's dead now. So, get fricked, stupid training dummy. Now we have skills. So, we drag these to the play area. Using a skill requires you to discard cards from your hand in addition to expending action points. So, you can see here we have a nice little skill. This guy is also buffing on his turn, and he is reducing incoming damage by his current block, I guess. Sure. So here's our ability that we have, called Charge Shot. We shoot 1 arrow, but we deal 3 times the weapon damage. So this will do 12 damage. But it costs 2 mana, and it uses up 1 of our arrows. And it uses 1 of our shoots. So, lot going on here. Let's use it. Yoink, you're dead. You're not dead. He took 8 damage because he blocked 4 of it. We still have 1 mana we can use. I will smack you for another 4. Just kidding, I can't do that because you have defensive stance. Very terrible play by Tyler. Okay. Let's end turn. He's gonna buff. So what are you gonna do, sir? You defensive stanced again. It's a little stupid of you. I'm just going to charge shot you and then murder you. Okay. It's very simple. It's very simple. So now we have to defeat both of these training dummies. They are doing 12 damage total. We also have pick arrows as a skill, which allows us to get more arrows. We also have scatter shot, which shoots 1 arrow but deals that damage to all enemies. So we basically, it's hitting both of them. It's a shoot, but we only use 1 arrow, which, you know, there's value there for sure. I'm going to take out one of them here and then just let the other hit me for 6, which is probably a horrible play, but it's my horrible play, and I am content with it. So he is buffing. Let's smack him for 12, and then I'm sure let's pick some arrows. That's fine. We end turn. We end turn. He buffs, and then we will scatter shot. Frick. He has defensive stance. And I wasn't paying attention. Okay. It's a tutorial, dude. We don't care. Now you know what's going on. I also think I just increased the volume of the game a disturbing amount. Let's not do that. Let's start a new game. So here's the archer, who we played just now in the tutorial. Here is me, the paladin. I will play as the archer to start, but the fact that there is already 2 characters and more coming, very promising, right? Imagine rage quitting on the tutorial. It's not a great look, right? It's not a great look. So a young newspaper reporter, we also refill 1 arrow at the start of each turn. Let's go. Let's go. So into the world we go. Into the world we go. So exploration, we explore the dungeon, we uncover the tiles to locate what I'm assuming is the portal out of the floor to delve deeper. Aside from the portal, each dungeon tile hides monsters, treasures, events, shops, etc. that can be beneficial or detrimental. We also have attributes and equipment. So helmet determines the max number of skills we can prepare. Gloves are how many cards you draw to fill your hand. Boots determine how many action points you have. And armor is how many armor points we have. So we can kind of continue to buff ourselves with what we have going on in our equipment. So let's explore a tiny bit. And this is a random event. Okay. So a ragged man approaches you and asks you mysteriously if you are interested in the goods in his sack. I'm just going to let that go, I think. So what do I want to do? I got 30 gold. We could get an equipment, we could buy a skill, or I could get a utility card. I think I want to buy an equipment here. A skill does sound interesting, but let's get an equipment. So I've got an endless quiver. At the end of each turn, the quiver is refilled to full. That feels like actually amazing. Like, am I going crazy? That feels so good. Let's equip that immediately. And I am super pleased. Okay, let's continue exploring. We have hit a dead end. We'll go down a little. We'll crack some of these. I kind of like this method of exploring the map. It's very, very interesting. Now, we very clearly have a path that is pretty common to figure out what we're doing. But, okay. So, hello, Spear Bandit. He's got some crazy eyes, that's for sure. He's hitting me for 3 times 1. And he's got 22 health. I also have like a chunk of abilities here. So Fire Arrow. So enhance the first 3 arrows into Fire Arrow. Fire Arrow deals an extra 3 fixed damage. Okay. Interesting. So this we basically just, it uses a shoot, okay. But it'll enhance the first 3 arrows. What is this? Behind the shelter, it uses a take cover, we gain 6 armor. Nice, okay. We shoot 2 arrows. We deal no damage. And we gain 6 stacks of cover. Why would I ever do this? Right? Why would I ever do this, chat? Like, why would I use up 2 of my arrows to do nothing? I suppose if I really wanted to have 12 cover on a turn, that would be pretty good, actually. Because then we could get 12 armor, right? Okay, I see that. That's okay. Let's pop 1 armor here. Then let's just get, well, you know what? We might as well. Let's make our next arrows even better. And then we'll hit you for 7, right? 4 plus the additional 3. So that feels good. I will end turn. I gotta keep in mind that I choose when to redraw. So I am vulnerable. Okay, so that was his enhanced attack. So 50% incoming damage. Interesting. Interesting. So let's use another take cover. Oh, no, that still uses take cover. Okay, maybe I have no idea what the hell's going on. So we have 2 fire arrows still, which means that this theoretically will do 14 damage, right? I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. No. That did 7 damage. Oh, because it's not firing 2 at him. It's firing 1 at each enemy, but he's still only 1 enemy. Okay, that's fine. I understand. I should have probably redrawed, but this is fine. This is fine. So he's hitting for 3. Keep in mind that our armor carries over, right? So we've got 4 armor still right now, which means we don't have to do jack diddly squat with this guy. I want to redraw. Oh, what is hold tight? Gain 1 stack of empowered shot. Increase the damage of the current arrow. Okay, we also have aim. Gain a stack of aim. The current arrow deals double damage. So, frick, we already have, like, amazing stuff going on here. We will murder this guy. Adios. Okay. That's amazing. So I've looted nothing, but we gained a little bit of experience and a little bit of money. Hard to be upset about that. More combat. Let's go. 2 goblin servants. This guy's casting a special skill. This guy's hitting me for 6. Okay. So this is where, you know, I want to mess around with the idea of doing a fire arrow scatter shot, but I think it's more valuable that I block up a little bit here. So let's gain some aim, right? And then I'm actually going to end my turn with the intention of doing a, like, huge attack. Oh, frick. Okay, I did not expect him to do that. Let's see what happens, okay? So then we go scatter shot, and, yeah, so that worked exactly how I intended it to. I am taking 12 to the face, but I'm just interested, I was interested to see, oh my god, dude, they keep multiplying. They're freaking crazy. They're actually freaking crazy. Okay, let's scatter shot again here. And then ye should die, actually. Alright. So, I'm not sure that was the correct way to do that. We also have looted Turtle Shell, which is a gain 10 armor 2 cost card. I think that that's intriguing. So I can basically adjust my deck at any time, which rocks. That's so good. And I can choose which hand it goes into. Oh. Yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. Whoa. Okay. This became so much more interesting all of a sudden. We have so much control over a deck. Wow. I did not expect this. Did not expect this. So we could... Whoa. We can make so many decisions. We can make so many decisions, dude. Because what if we just make our deck, like, tiny as frick, right? Like, tiny ass deck. Will you allow me to leave with only 11 cards? Understood. Okay, so I have to have a certain amount. But I've got so much I can do. I've got so much I can do. I think pick arrows is kind of bad because we have unlimited arrows, right? So let's not take any of those. Let's take a bunch of aims to do double damage. Like, pick arrows is actually useless right now with endless quivers. So just get those the frick out of the deck. We don't like them. We don't like them. But do we instead... Exactly. It's so brilliant. So we kill off 1 take cover and 1 aim, and we get... Oh, I can only put them... Okay, they specify. They specify. So I cannot put offhand cards in the main hand. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was going to say, this feels very, very busted. Okay. We're good. We're good. I misunderstood. We're good. Let's get these back in here. I still don't want pick arrows. I think that's still bad. But so much deck control. I will control this deck to an oblivion. I like it. This feels like a boss. Is it a boss? Shield bandit, bandit head. You're hitting me for 6, you're buffing yourself. If you like Olexa and you haven't already, you should check out Carrion. Yeah, I have seen Carrion. It didn't really hit the vibes that I was looking for, though. Sadly. Okay, so let's... I feel like you should always use this if you're going to heal, right? I still don't fully understand why you would ever not use this and just play this card. I suppose if you get other skills, then you have to exchange them out, right? So that I guess that does make sense. I want to aim, and then I want to fire arrow, and then we just scatter shot next time, and we let the world go, right? Why do the enemies look at you like that? They got some crazy eyes, like, for sure. So you guys are both buffing, and you increase your damage. It's extremely rude, but that's fine. I'm going to scatter. And then I'm going to shoot you, right? Maybe? Do I want to do that? Or do we do like something like a take cover? We know they're both buffing, right? So then we're going to then we're going to be able to get extra defense for the next turn already. So we take cover and then we redraw. And then I mean, I guess we could pop both of these, but that feels also kind of weird. Actually, I think we maybe kill them on the next turn. Oh, you're defensive stancing, huh? Oh, you guys are hitting for a lot, huh? 14? You don't love to see it. Let's pop both of those. So now each arrow's doing 6. Now if I do aim, each arrow's doing 12, but that's not enough to actually kill you. So I want to take cover once. That's 13. We'd take 1 damage. I want to see what happens if I pop this. So it shoots 2 arrows. And we gain cover. But you're telling me those arrows don't actually hit these guys. Yeah, that's still as useless as I thought it was. I'm going to tell you. Okay, let's smack you. That did 1 damage? Pardon me? What? That should not have done 1 damage. I feel cheated. I feel cheated. I feel completely cheated. Okay, we still got 10 armor. Oh, I did pop extra cover. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, we need to kill one of these guys. That did not kill him, for the record. I should have redrawn as well. If you use fire arrows and then use Overwatch, do the arrows do damage since fire arrows? I mean, didn't we just do that? And the answer was no. So, I don't know. I don't know. Let's do... Pardon me? Okay. Do this. Frick. I'm mad. I thought that would kill him. I really thought that would kill him. Okay, so I'm concussed. What the frick does concussed mean? Minus 50% damage. That's very bad. Why is that using up? I guess that does use up my shoots, huh? I guess that does use up my shoots. Okay. So this is gonna do 2 damage right now. Because of the 50%. Okay. We can still kill this. Okay. Help me out here, chat. Why did that not seem like that should have done that? This guy's hitting for 20? What the hell is your problem? Okay. I feel like we're getting our ass kicked, but it's confusion. I don't really know why we're taking the damage that we are. Let's redraw, and then I'm just going to continue to take like a lot of cover. And this still isn't even enough for us right now. Jesus, man. He's so strong, he just keeps smacking. He just keeps smacking. Okay. I mean, I can't, there's nothing I can do. He just kills me. Okay. So this went extraordinarily poorly. Just extraordinarily poorly. I am dead. This is also a little much, I would argue, but that's okay. Let's exit the main menu and let's try again. And maybe we figure out a little bit more here. Oh, how interesting. So we have a little bit of a way to upgrade our character. So there's a bit of meta progression. There's a bit of meta progression where we can then upgrade and get some new cards. But we also played so poorly that we cannot actually do that, which is it's actually just incredibly terrible. I've unlocked some new stuff. So bag of shards. Every time you finish your run, all your remaining shards will turn into shards, and we can use those to do stuff. Cool. And then we also have deck presets, so I can basically set up how I want my deck to be. Very cool. Let's hop in again. I want to try the paladin, which I would argue will be, you know what? No, let's not. Let's not. Let's instead play as the same character since we didn't even make it past the first floor. That was pretty bad by us. I like the randomized starting position. That's a unique way to handle some of this. Okay, in combat. I will say it kind of feels like the pathing is not really important at all, which makes it kind of a useless mechanic, but I still like it. I would love to see them explore that a little bit more. Okay, so we got 12 damage coming in. So I do think that you're probably going to want to block all of that damage. Then probably just want to take like a shot at them. But here's the thing, right? If I use this, it's actually worthless for me to do this, right? It's completely worthless for me to do this because it's only going to then do 7 damage, which means I still need 2 shots unless I go for a scatter shot. Well, but then in that case, you might as well just... No, let's just smack one of them. And then end turn. And then we likely just scatter shot on the next turn. Depending on what they do, I suppose. They're doing the exact same thing. That's fair, but what if we aim and then scatter shot? They're all dead. Probably should have done that to start. Probably should have done that to start. Okay, Shuriken. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy, attack 3 times. So this is basically Sword Boomerang from Slay the Spire. Totally fine. A good addition to our deck. And immediately I am extremely pleased to say goodbye, shoot. I will throw in a Shuriken. Nice. Nice. We like that. We like that. Let's not suck complete butt this time. Which surprisingly enough is kind of what we did on the last run. Well, pathing is just very, very normal here. Drunk Bandit. This is me, chat. This is me. So he is confused. So he will skip this turn, which means he's gonna do something. He's gonna do something real crazy on the next turn, which we do not like to see. Hold tight for a little bit extra good stuff. Then we are going to fire arrow. And then we are going to shoot. We are going to redraw. We are going to hold tight. We are going to shoot. And he's already in the doghouse. Is this game out? It is. You can find it on Steam. Kyvir Rebirth. Okay, he's hitting me for 12. But I got some news for you. You're not going to hit me for crap because your boy is dead. And he had nothing. Leave it to the drunks to have nothing. Okay, so this is the portal out of the level, I guess. But maybe there's more for us to explore. I'm not even going to comment on this, I'm going to be honest. Okay, so a werewolf and 2 terror wolves. I would like to aim. I'm going to eat 12 to the face, and I'm A-okay with it. We knock out 2 of them. He gets buffed by them dying. I should have read that. I should have freaking read that. Aw, damn it. Okay, you got me. You got me. There's nothing I can do but accept it. Finally managed to catch a stream. Love your content. Thank you very much, Rod. You are a gem. Okay. So let's see, right? Aim. Current arrow deals double damage. So this becomes 4 damage 3 times, right? But then what if we also buff it with the fire arrow? You ready for this? Aim. Shuriken. How much damage does this do? It does the exact same amount of damage. That makes me want to cry. I'm going to tell you. I'm taking another 18 damage, which is very bad. Okay. Very bad. Very bad. Extremely bad. Okay. I have to heal. Let's hold tight twice. Shuriken isn't an arrow. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't that something, right? Ain't that something? Don't say a word to me, chat. Don't say a word to me. You will not hit me, you furry animal, you. Okay. Fire arrow deals an extra 5 damage. That's because we buffed this, right? So what if I do like one of these, then we smack you with one of these? He's out of here. Good enough. Good enough. I've gotten shoes, which give me, every time I cast 3 skills in 1 turn, I gain an action point. It just feels busted, right? Because why would I ever use a take cover when I could instead just use my skill 3 times? And then I gain energy from it. Okay, I mean, sure, I'm happy with it. And also a tetanus potion. So instead of being put in your discard pile, it becomes exhausted, removed from combat for the rest of play. So is this... So it's just for the rest of combat. Interesting. At the start of each turn, lose 1 health for each stack of bleed. So it's an interesting thing to have. Oh, hello. So new skills to learn. Restore 20 health. Wow. Oh, so this is a one-time whale. Gotcha. Okay, gain 1 permanent stack of arrow refill. A permanent stack. So at the start of each turn, we would refill a permanent certain number of arrows. Okay. Decoy, discard all your main hand cards. Gain a stack of cover for each discarded card. This is horrible. And piercing shot. Deal weapon damage. Double the effect that this arrow carries. That could be good. That could be good. I'm gonna tell you though, I think we need to heal. I hate it, but I think we need to heal. I'm a little baby who's stupid, but I need to heal. Okay, give me my shoes. Because those are much better than what we have. A random event you love to see. And an old man slowly walks out of the shadow. Assured you that you have the potential to break through from this dungeon. He is willing to give you either his inherited treasure or the skills he mastered. Let's learn a skill since I just dropped one. It's a poison arrow. Enhance the first 3 arrows into poison arrows. Okay. Okay. I do love poison in a deck building game. So we got 50% off on the Thief's Blindfold. It's a helmet. At the end of each combat, we loot 5 extra coins. Interesting. Seems okay. Start of each combat, gain 2 armor. That's pretty good. Pick arrows cost 1 less action point, so those become free cards. It's interesting as well. Refill 3 arrows at redraw. Dude, we don't run out of arrows. Like, that's not a problem for me right now. Boots of the Sea. I just got new boots, so I kind of don't care. Let's buy these cheap-ass goggles. And maybe we pick up this cheap-ass light quiver. Because then that basically... This guarantees we never have to worry about our stuff. So we'll equip this. And we'll equip this. And then we'll continue on our journey. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. So pick arrows now costs 0. We have less arrows in our deck, but I think it's okay. So you are doing an enhanced attack. I think this makes me vulnerable, which is bad. Oh, I didn't put my other skill in, the poison arrow. Damn, okay. That's fine, though. So this should do 10 damage. We're taking 3, but I'm okay with that. And it did an additional 4. Okay. That's fine. So we'll pick our arrows back up. Let's redraw. And then let's end turn. Yeah, we'll put the poison arrows in our deck here in a second. And that will work out just a-okay for me. So, hold tight. Aim. Shoot. Should kill. Nice. Let's not mess around, right? When we have the attack, let's just go for it. So, auto crossbow. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy in a single combat every time you play this card. The card attacks 1 more time. It's unique. That's tough, though, in my opinion. At the end of each combat, restore 5 health, but we don't have any armor attached to it. Interesting. It also appears that all of the armor has a kind of bonus if you have all from that set, which I really like that as a mechanic. So if we get all of the things in this set, then we get max health plus 3 at the end of each combat, which is kind of crazy. I am going to equip this armor because I think it's good. What the hell is this? Oh, this is our initial thing. Fair enough. Okay, so let's equip that. And then skills, we would like to... Okay. So let's move this out. Let's move this in. And I'm going to actually do it like this. Offensive, defensive. Nice. Nice. What's that menu with rocks? It's basically you start and you explore the pathing of the game here. It's kind of, I'm gonna tell you, it's kind of dumb. It's like I like it, but it's not needed at all. So let's see here. It's a training ground. So what if we shoot at the bullseye? What do you think? Let's do it. What happens? We hit the bullseye. 10 out of 10. I get a skill and my max health goes up by 3. Sure. Enhance the first 2 arrows into blunt arrows. Blunt arrows additionally applies 2 stacks of concussed. And concussed is they do 50% less damage. So, I mean, look, are fire arrows that good at this point? Like, should we instead go for this blunt arrow action? I feel like it's worth trying, at least. I'll tell you what I do like about this game is they have a lot of there's a lot of decisions that you have to make. Where, albeit I'm not sure they're hard decisions, they are still decisions that you have to make. So if I go blunt arrows, right? Like, let's go blunt arrows and then let's shoot this guy. This means that he should do like either 1 or 2 damage instead, which means I'm gonna carry over armor to our next one. Now, keep in mind, he is going to spawn more people. So he's concussed. He's now doing 1 damage. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Then let's redraw. We have a scatter shot, and we'll basically just poison scatter shot next. And I think that has potential to be okay, I think. So they're hitting for 6. So I could hold tight. Or I can... No. I'm going to blunt arrow, scatter shot instead. Now they're all concussed, and they're all basically not doing any damage to me. Dude, scatter shot is nuts when you throw in these additional bonuses, right? Like, it's kind of crazy. Because as long as they're... And the concussion lasts for so long. Oh my god. Okay, let's redraw. Oh, but we can't use these because we don't have shoots. Ah, shoot. Okay, yeah. So let's make this a block up turn. And then... I mean, we might as well shuriken. So this does 6 damage. There's a chance we kill this guy. I'm not even sure we want to kill him. Okay, so that's fine. They're now both dead to a scatter shot, which we can happily do here on this turn. He'll hit me for 6. You gotta stop spawning people, though. You gotta stop spawning people if that's okay with you. Okay. Oh my god, there's too many of them. Let's redraw. We do want a scatter shot, though. Okay. This is good. Now, you go hold tight. You go blunt arrow. You go scatter shot. Okay, now we're getting hit for 6, which is still not ideal, but we block 2 of it. How does redraw work? It's basically exactly how you would imagine, right? We have 2 separate decks here. Redraw just pulls in, and we can only do it once per turn. Which it's a unique way to handle. We need Scattershot, they're dead. Okay. Dude, we're starting to get the hang of it, and I think that this game is fascinating in a lot of ways. I think they do something, I think they overcomplicate some things, and I think the UI is actually kind of terrible. But the actual, like, mechanics of the game are very good. They're very good. So what is Sap? Deal 2 damage, apply Concuss for 2 turns. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's insanely good. Let's get that in the deck. Now, I will say, though, we need shoots in the deck. That's the other, like, really, really fascinating thing, right? The skills require you to have the worst card. So you're stuck where when you're building your deck, you have to keep the bad cards in. Oh, it's actually, like, it's kind of brilliant, dude. It's kind of brilliant. I really, really like it. There's such interesting things going on here. So these can be added anywhere. So utility cards get added anywhere. This tetanus potion is not valuable right now because we don't do any bleed. It's so weird. It's so weird. Okay, let's drop a pick arrows from the deck. Well, at this point, you know what? Let's just drop pick arrows. We don't need pick arrows as much in this deck. So we'll put our utilities in our offhand because our main hand we need to get the shoots going. I think it's good. I think it's good. Okay. Let's actually move on. I wanna get more of the game figured out. Also, holy frick, there's a lot of levels. A singular run of this would maybe take a while. Why not ditch the shuriken? I actually think that's a good idea. I think shuriken's kind of bad. Okay, so he is doing 4 damage times 1, but he's buffing, probably to give himself more attacks in here. So let's make sure we're cautious with that. So what is this auto crossbow again? Deal 2 damage, and then in a single combat, every time you play it, it attacks 1 more time. I do think that is good. It doesn't use an arrow, though. Let's keep that in mind. So, I think you attack with that. I also think you then hold tight, just to buff yourself for the future. If you use blunt arrow or poison arrow, we can't do damage. So we don't really want to do that. I genuinely think this is probably when you just double buff and go for the big attack. And then I'll redraw for next turn. This is good. I think. So I will end turn. I will end turn. At the bottom it tells you what your next arrow will be. Oh, that makes sense. That makes so much sense, dude. Yeah, it does tell you exactly what they will be. Okay. That's good. So we need to blunt him here. So now we got 2 blunts down here. It's perfect. Then we aim. Then we shoot. He was immune to my blunting. Not great, actually. Not great. Do we need to redraw? Do we need to redraw? That's a good question. What is stopping you from making your offhand 3 take covers auto crossbow? You gotta have 12 cards in the deck. Yeah. Gotta have 12 cards. He dodged. Well, he's a bit of an asshole, to be honest, is a better way to word that. I am gonna redraw because Scattershot is just not. We can't do that. But he will now get concussed. Get fricked, loser. Okay. We like that. We like that. Sap to the rescue. Sap to the rescue. He can smack me all he wants. That's fine. He's concussed for 2 more turns. He's doing 4 damage this turn. That is not a problem. The blunt arrow is also going to help us out here. So he is going to cast a negative effect on me. I would argue that is bad. Let's shoot you once with a take aim for a little 8 damage action. And then I think I just want to pop a 6 armor and chill. You know, I'll regen that. We'll redraw for next turn. And I like seeing auto crossbow again. I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable, but you're concussed, brother. So who's really at stake here? Okay. Hold tight is pretty much an insta-pop every time. I think auto crossbow is still good. Whoa, that deals an additional time each time. I thought it was an additional damage each time. Oh my god, that is so much better. Okay. Yeah, that's disturbingly good. Sure. Sure, that's very good. So we could aim, shoot. Or we could keep the blunt on. Or we do like a little... You know what? Let's stack even more here. And then this is 6 damage, whereas this is 5. So it is technically a little bit better. Do we actually want to redraw here? I mean, we would get a shoot, aim, shoot. I think we redraw. I think we redraw. We can sap them again. Sap is very good. We'll keep the hold tight for next turn. So we are going to basically dig into attacking him here. So hold tight. Maybe we crank the poison, right? And then we shoot. We shoot. My dude now has 2 poison on him, so he's going to lose 2 health at the start of each turn. That seems very good. Let's redraw. And we can pick arrows, and then we'll end turn. He'll hit me for 4, but that's really not a problem. Oh my god, poison doesn't dissipate, chat. Poison doesn't dissipate. That's an interesting design mechanic. Why do I feel like we could basically just body with this? He's not doing anything. So I'm gonna stack the poison again. I'm gonna redraw. Give me a shoot, please. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, concuss you, auto crossbow. He will die to the poison. It disappeared by 1 each turn? I don't believe it did. I don't believe it did. It doesn't dissipate. Okay, so you give me another shuriken. I don't know about that. Jagged arrow. Enhance the first 3 arrows into jagged arrows. They apply bleed. Haha. Haha. Okay. We have a synergy there. Locked and loaded. Discard 1 offhand card. Draw 2 main hand cards. This is too big brain for me. I'm very dumb. And then gain a permanent stack of arrow refill. I'm going to tell you, I think these are all kind of bad, but I'm going to take Jagged Arrow, which is kind of a better poison. And the reason it's a better poison is now we slip that in, but then we throw our Tetanus into the deck. And I think that becomes good. I am going to remove a scatter shot and bring in an additional shoot into our deck. And I think I'm happy with that. Can an enemy poison you? I would imagine they could. We haven't seen that yet. What is this? Truth is hiding. Okay, sure. Let's do it. I get a card. Vampire Fangs. Deal 7 damage if the card kills an enemy, max health +3. So it's feed. Max health increases only once in a combat. Okay, I mean, we will probably add that to the deck. I'm gonna keep doing this, though. Frick. Stonks? Stonks? It's only Stonks hours? Oh my god, these just so good. What bad luck. What are you talking about? I just stole all your money. Okay, what a weird thing. Okay, so now, I mean, let's slip this sucker into the deck, and maybe we kill a hold tight. I don't know. Hold tight feels good though. I mean, maybe we just make the deck a little bigger. It's not a problem. You can have a slightly bigger deck. Don't let people shame you for your deck size. All right, a random event. 4 adventurers brawling for the title of strongest warrior. Which one of us do you think is the strongest warrior? I would like equipment at this stage of the game. So let's see. Thief's Coat. Don't we have something thief already? Or is that the last run? At the end of each combat, loot 5 extra coins. Okay. So that is currently our armor. So this is 1 armor. This is 0 armor. But gives us money. Oh, but we have Cloak of Life on right now, which is restoring health. No, I don't want money. Health is better. Okay, what is this? It's a shop again. But it's a card shop. Okay. 50% off. Deal 10 fixed damage to all enemies and yourself. That's a no from me. That's a no from me. Too big brain. 2 stacks of parry, 1 stack of poison. Incoming damage of the next attack reduced by 1. That's interesting. Gain armor equal to the total number of cards in both of your hands. It's just like strictly worse, I think. Remove all armor of the enemy. Apply vulnerable for 2 turns. I like this. What is chilled? All your damage is reduced to 1. No, I think I like this. Let's buy this card. And we'll slip that into our deck here. I think he's got some fascinating stuff. And I think that we do continue to just stack the offhand with all of our stuff that we are not, you know, the more unique cards, right? So, you're hitting me for 12. I'm going to block your 12. I'm going to sap you. You're now doing 6. You know what? Frig it. I'm going to put up 18 block, and I'm going to end my turn, and we are going to go on a shooting spree on this next turn. Because I got 12 armor still sitting here. He's buffing. Oh my god, we're going on a shooting spree. Jagged arrow. Yoink. Yoink. Dude's got 4 bleed. The sound effect it did was just absolutely abysmal. We can pick arrows. Next turn, we hold tight, smack him. How did he take no damage from that, by the way? What? How did he take no damage from that? The bleed, at least, he's taking damage from. That he also blocked because of the defensive stance. Okay, you can frig off, dude. I think I don't like him. This does 7 damage. I'm going to tell you I want to redraw here. And we could Tetanus Potion, double the bleed on this guy. Or we can shoot. That's going to do 6 damage. Which means he takes 2, but he adds some more bleed. Let's do that. And then let's... I'm actually going to... I'm going to do this again. And then we're going to shoot next time. And then we're going to stack the bleed. So it's shoot. And then we're going to double the bleed. Now he's taking 12 a turn. Which feels good. We'll redraw. And life is good. An anonymous person has bought Luck Be a Landlord from nexus.gg/Olexa stream. How wonderful. Thank you, anonymous person. Okay. My dude is getting chonked. He is getting absolutely chonked. We still have 2 bleed arrows, too. So I'm going to tell you right now. Yoink. I probably should aim, though. Or we could just remove all the armor of this guy and then shoot. Yoink. Oh, my dude is so dead. He's so dead. Sap? Okay. My dude's dead. There's not much he can do. Our bleed meta is officially too strong. It's too strong. Auto crossbow. Yeah, that was a poor play for sure. Let's blunt ya. Shoot ya. He's got so much armor, but he will just die like immediately here. I'm very sorry, sir. We destroyed him because we are ever-living gods. You got anything over here from me? No. You got nothing from me. Where's our exit? There's our exit. I think this goes to a boss fight, though. if I'm understanding the map correctly. Oh, this is a terrifying subset of enemies. Spear bandit, shield bandit, drunk bandit. That's a lot of bandits. So let's start by doing a little one of these. He's now dealing 2 damage. Much, much nicer. Scattershot is obviously like very valuable for us to do here. I think you have to go with a blunt into a scattershot. That way they're all dealing significantly less. We take damage, but I still think it's okay. I actually will redraw here as well. It's actually a bad redraw, I think, because we wanted a scattershot. But that's fine. That's fine. Tyler, how many viewers do you usually get in a stream? Like 50. Today's weird. It's because Luck Be a Landlord is absurdly popular for like no good reason. I could redraw again now, you're right. I could. So they're hitting for 8. They're hitting for 8. Which is not, it's not terrible. Hear me out though. What if we get a little wonky? Right? Dr. Kelso. Thank you very much for the prime sub. I don't know, maybe I should be healing. Blocking, I suppose, a little bit. Right? Block a little bit. Yoink. That way we get a little bit of block. Then we do a little hold tight. Then I think we're going to go for a little bit of bleed. And we're just gonna, like, who's our biggest fear right now? The drunk bandit worries me. Let's redraw for next turn. I like the scatter shot with our bleed. Like, aim scatter shot, right? We're taking a chunk of damage. We're now also vulnerable, which is very bad. I am going to aim. I'm going to hold tight. I'm going to scatter shot. And they all get fricked. I know we take 3 damage here, but I am okay with it. The hope is you get a scatter shot. You didn't. Let's sap this guy. He's doing 1 damage now. That's significantly better. That's good. I feel like the big number aspects of games like Slay the Spire and Luck Be a Landlord get them more popular. I would agree. I agree. People like big numbers. People definitely like big numbers. Okay, smack. Smack. Oh, I'm so stupid. Smack. So stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. And I take 1 damage because of my stupidity. He bleeds and dies. That's right. I planned it. Okay, what is the Grapevine? Gain an action point and draw a card in both hands. It's just a brilliant card. It's just a brilliant card. We love to see it. And we love to see it in this deck instead. In our attack deck. That's a great card. I'm more afraid of a drunk man armed with a knife and a bottle than a sober man with an axe and a shield. You are 100% correct. Hello. Let's open the chest. A short bow. Okay. Turn every scatter shot you draw into shoot. Every time you play shoot, you draw a card. I don't think I like this. I really don't think I like this. I don't think I like this. I think I want to chill on that. We need the AoE from Scattershot to really make this work. What are you hiding in this corner, dude? Another enemy. Okay, fair enough. Terror Wolf Alpha. He's gonna spawn more people, like 1,000%. So we're gonna sap him immediately, get him concussed. Then I feel like this is probably a good opportunity to get your bleed on, right? Let's get your bleed on, get your bleed going. I'm actually not gonna redraw. I like this. I like this build right now. We are concussed. Unfortunate. He's hitting me for 4. That's not gonna be a problem. I'm gonna smack you once. We're gonna take cover twice. Let's redraw. We'll pick some arrows. We'll chill. Okay. My dude is actually kind of, no pun intended, he's in the doghouse. So we actually will just basically murder him on the next turn. Yeah, this was really strong. Yeah, that was an easy fight. I expected it to be way harder than what it was. And we got like a ton of loot. At the start of each combat, gain 10 armor. Oh, but our draw size goes down. That's pretty bad, actually. I'm still going to put him on, but deal 3 damage. I don't think that's the move, no. I don't think this is good. Harassing fire. Shoot an arrow, deal no damage. Draw 1 card in both hands. Cost 0? Dude, I will absolutely take this. I actually think I like this. I wish I could get another slot, though, because it's kind of like, I like it, but we need another slot. So maybe we just chill for it now. Let's equip those. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I don't really want backup dagger either. I think that's kind of a bad item. Oh, are you telling me that there was a pathway here this entire time? It's a little rude. Oh, it's a big boss. That's a problem. Do you have more hold tight cards you can add? I do. I don't necessarily think hold tight is that good, though. Okay, we're going to hit for 12. We would like to... Well, no. I'm going to tell you what we would like to do. We want to get blunts going. And then smack this guy. Then we want to put a take cover up. We got 16 armor right now. I forgot we started with armor. Okay. Now we chill. There's grape wine. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that immediately. And then... See, it's tough because I feel like there's value in just, like, getting our blunt air. Although we could scatter shot the next one. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to scatter shot on this next turn. And that way the blunt arrow hits both of them. We keep that up. So that, they both get concussed. That's good. So now they're hitting for 10. I have exactly 10 cover. Maybe we get our jagged arrows going now for the next fight. And then we hit you with a redraw. I don't love that. I kind of wanted scattershot again. This is why drawing only 3 is actually, like, extremely dangerous, right? I think this is a hold tight. I'm going to pop 1 armor and then a redraw. God, this is not really what you were looking for, I'm going to tell you. But that's fine. Let's smack this guy. Get a little bit of bleed on him. We'll obviously redraw on the next turn. It'll be fine. The X on this guy's chest looks like something you'd see on a fresh loaf of bread. Oh, this is, like, actually horrible right now. Thank you, Sam, for those kind words of wisdom. I don't know what I would have done without them, I think. Okay, we gotta kill off those. I know he just got buffed, but there's not much we can do about it. We're getting hit for 8, but we had to get rid of those other guys. Now we kill the werewolf before he hits us for 9. And this is fine. So, we shoot him. Good night. Then we take cover twice. This is fine. It was not ideal in, like, pretty much any way. Because we took a chunk of damage. But, I think I'm okay with it. Then we hold tight. We aim. We shoot. We shoot. Good fight. I don't know what you do when I'm not here. I don't know how I survive, frankly. Holy frick, what is this? If you end your turn with 0 main hand cards, you gain a stack of swiftness. Your next skill costs no action point. And our skill capacity goes up. Okay, I mean, that's about all I needed to see. Crystal of Time, remove a random debuff. That's very good. Okay, so we will put that on pretty much immediately. Oh well, on the Thief's Blindfold, I don't really care. I will take the Immortal Helmet, which is obviously very strong. Removing a debuff, I don't really care about. And then we'll just throw this skill into our deck. You love to see it. You love to see it, chat. Let's go to the next level. Let's go to the next level. We'll do like this level, and then we'll probably move on. What the hell is this? Sure, I'll click on the big thing. Oh, it's me, the explosive expert. He's like a strange looking Olexa. And we have no idea what he's doing either. Extra skill capacity is extremely hype though. It's extremely hype. So what is this? We can't draw a card in both hands. That's understood. Yeah, that's understood. Let's get the bleed going on this guy immediately. We just get the bleed stacking, see how much bleed we can get. Let's hit you with a redraw. Sap, he's now concussed. Probably should have waited on that, actually, because now that's going to go down one. Never mind, it didn't. So what is this? Deal 20 damage when it counts down to 0. And it's 2 turns to do that. So I have to figure out a way to destroy this thing in 2 turns. Okay. I'm going to tell you, that's pretty bad. Let's... So here's the question of the hour, right? Can I concuss a non-live human being? I don't know. I really don't. I feel like the answer is maybe, though. Can I make a non-human being say bleed? It's true damage, so probably not. You know what? You're very correct, right? You're very correct. This guy has boom carved into his chest. He's committed to the bit, that's why. Okay. Because we have bleed, I think I scatter shot here. You can make a barrel bleed, chat. You heard it here first. Okay. That's good. We're not taking damage quite yet. I will happily end turn here. And they both have 2 things of cover. Okay, so we have to figure out how the hell we are going to stack our health enough this turn. So the powder keg is gonna go off. Oh, apparently you just block that. Okay, feels a little rude. Let's stack that. Oh, we are taking like a lot of damage, not just a tiny amount of damage. I just popped the cover instead of using the skill like a freaking idiot. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I'm dumb. That's fine. We'll just take all of the damage here. Wow, I'm a certified dumbass. That's fine. Olexa bad, right? Okay. You can draw 2 with your hold tights. If you use 3 skills, you gain... Yeah, okay, I remember. So he's going to take his time. He's going to just do another explosive barrel, right? So this is where we basically have to get more bleed on our people. This is amazing. Okay, so grape. No, we can't use this yet. Also this. Shoot an arrow, deal no damage, draw a card in each hand. It's 0 cost. So we aim. We grape wine. Then we hold tight. Then we shoot. Then we shoot. I need to hold tight to do that. Yeah, I need to hold tight to do that. Okay. You know what? This is okay. This is okay. Now I have swiftness, so my first skill costs 0, correct? Like 90% sure that's how it works. Let's... So, I mean, look, this... Yeah, costs 0. It costs 0. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, this is... My brain's breaking a little bit. So that's good. That costs 0. This also costs 0, and we would draw a card in both hands. I don't know if I like that. Gonna do that. We're gonna do this. And I somehow still have 3 energy, which is pretty good. Now, I know the powder keg is sitting there, and I know you're going, Tyler, you kind of have to deal with it. But I got another idea for you. What if we try to just kill this guy before the powder keg goes off? That feels like a terrible idea. Maybe we don't do that. Let's set up bleed, set up aim, fire aim. He's got 8 damage on him. We end turn. This guy puts freaking cloaking on, and then we're fricked. Okay, we have to just stack our... He cloaked it, but he's still concussed, so that's fine. Auto crossbow... I mean, it just doesn't matter, right? This powder keg is so strong. It's so strong. He's still cloaked. I mean, I suppose you just do this. I know that they cloak it, but we're not actually going to take that much damage here. Like, we just block it. What's your problem? How the hell am I supposed to handle that is the question of the hour. Okay, I will smack you once. Then I'm going to tetanus you. And then really the hope is that you die before we can do anything else. He's taking 12 a turn. You just gotta figure it out. You just gotta figure it out. That's fine. You just gotta figure it out. Okay. We could scatter. I think scatter's bad here. It's put up as much block as humanly possible time. We block. We're going to shoot an arrow, then we're gonna block. We're just gonna block for the rest of our life, basically. Then we're going to... I mean, maybe we set up an aim, right? Do we set up an aim? Or do we just, like, take a shot at it? I mean, taking a shot at him is stupid. So I'll set up an aim instead. Let's keep pick arrows. I mean, we're just gonna... It's kind of irrelevant. We're gonna pop it here shortly. We're dead. Okay. It's tough. It's tough. I did not expect to have my ass completely handed to me by this enemy, but here we are. Dude, it's a tougher game than it looks. We do actually have some stuff, so we can get some upgrades going. What is rapid fire? We shoot 3 arrows and we deal weapon damage for each arrow. So this is just like a 12 damage attack. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, this game is extremely intriguing. I think that there's actually a lot here that is positive. It is another deck builder, right? Which automatically you can say what you will about that. There's a lot of deck builders in the environment. Is it a good enough deck builder to take the place of games like Slay the Spire, Monster Train? Maybe, right? I think it needs a little bit more, but the ideas are 100% here. They're 100% here. I think the biggest issue with the game is the UI. Some of the wording on the cards is not great. I do know that the devs are overseas. I believe they're Korean, but I might be wrong. So I'm sure there's a little bit of an English barrier thing going on there, where some of the cards are not as well well done as they could be. But I still think there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in this game, and I will be keeping my eye on it. We may also play it again sometime in the nearby future. But I'm really happy that we got to take a look at it, because there's a lot of good stuff going on in this game.